What's up, folks, and welcome back to Dyce Reacts, where we are staying in Australia tonight. Oh yeah, we are going to be checking out 10 things Americans hate about Australia. Now, hate is a strong word. Wherever side checks one out, we ain't going to waste no more time. We're just going to get right into it, folks. We're going to get right into it. Oh yeah.
What's good, y'all? Tristan here, and today I'm gonna be going over 10 things that Americans, or at least this American, hates about Australia. You know, hate's a little bit of a strong word, but I would say these are things that I dislike, frustrate, or annoy me about Australia. Number one is the sun. So yes, even though the same sun they see in Australia is the same sun you see in America, the sun here is different. There is actually a hole in the ozone layer of the atmosphere above Australia, so the sun here is much more strong and it burns you way more quickly than it will anywhere in the States. I don't burn easily. If I go into the sun here for 30 minutes to an hour, like, I'm gonna be pink. It's something I can't really explain, but the sun here just feels so much different. Like, you know, if you go outside on a nice, beautiful, like 70-degree day, you walk out into the sun and it just feels warm. It just feels like so great. You don't get that same feeling of warmth here in Australia. Like, you get it, but it's accompanied with the sting. So the extra strong, stinging sun is the first thing that I do not like about Australia. Now, the next thing is more of just a minor inconvenience, but that is you cannot pay for gas at the pump. You actually have to walk inside the gas station to pay for gas. This is annoying for two reasons. Is one, I don't want to go all the way into the gas station to pay, like, it just takes extra time. And two, there's often a line of other people who are paying for the gas or just buying stuff from the gas station, so you have to wait in line to pay for your gas. I don't understand why you just can't pay at the pump like you do in America. I have heard that there are a couple gas stations in Australia where you can do that, but it's like, I don't know. I've never seen it since I've been here, and if they do have them, then they're just really rare. Oh, it's also cheaper. For some reason, gas is like a lot more expensive here. Now, my next one, oh, this really frustrates me sometimes, and that is you cannot turn on red here. So in America, you can turn right on at a stoplight. Well, they drive on the left side of the road here, so it'd be like turning left here. Well, you're not allowed to do that. Nothing is more frustrating than being stuck at a red light, knowing that you are perfectly safe to turn left. There are no cars, but you're not able to do it. Number four is something that doesn't bother me one bit because I don't drink sodas, but it would really piss a lot of Americans off, and that is that there are no free refills. As a bartender, so at the restaurant I worked at, a soft drink would cost...
You Americans are so spoiled, man. You want things for free. This is not America, man. I can understand what he's saying because it's so common in America when it comes to the refills. Yeah.
$4.50, which is equal to about $3 US. On top of that, like, once you put ice in it, it was so small, like, it was probably less than half a can of soda that actually went in it. And there were kids who would get like 2 or 3 soft drinks over their meal, and just right there, that would cost the same amount as their meal. So all you Americans out there who like your refills, be thankful that you're in America, because there's pretty much nowhere else in the world that does free refills like we do. All right, now this one really gets me. This is, of all the things I dislike about Australia, this one, like, I really hate. Like, this is a true hate about Australia, and that is that they have speed cameras everywhere. Like, you cannot speed here in Australia. Now, you can argue, you know, that like speed cameras keep...
Bruh, but what's the problem with speed cameras? They're gonna catch the perpetrators that do ridiculous speeds on the roads, and it's gonna make the world safer. I don't know why are you saying that it's a problem. Follow the rules, man. Follow the rules. So many people have lost their lives, especially when I look in the news in America by some drunk driver, man, speeding. I mean, that should be, you should be happy about that, man. You should be happy about that. I don't know. I know what this guy is thinking.
Everywhere. Like, you cannot speed here in Australia. Now, you can argue, you know, that like speed cameras keep people safe, like, you know, you shouldn't be speeding anyways, but I guarantee you, if you drive, there's not a single person out there who has never sped in their life. And the speeding cameras here aren't like police in the US where, like, they're not gonna get you for going 4 miles over the speed limit. Like, you know, once you're getting close to 10, that's when you get a ticket. Here, if you're going 3 kilometers over the speed limit, which is equal to about 2 miles per hour, you're gonna get a ticket. And I just don't think that's reasonable. To me, it seems like a little bit of an overstep from the government to just be like mailing tickets because they like got you on camera. Like, I don't know, I don't like the feeling of being like surveyed everywhere and having cameras all around me, and that's just like one thing that I don't really agree with here. Especially with those speed limits here already being low. That's like another annoying thing, is the speed limits here are lower than they are in the States. So if you're gonna have slow speed limits and then you're gonna get people in trouble from cameras for going 2 miles per hour over, like, I don't know. To me, that just seems a little too strict. So the next thing I don't like about Australia is the Wi-Fi here as a whole is just kind of shitty. Like, it's
Really?
not complete crap, but it's definitely much worse on average than it is in the US. If you go to a typical free Wi-Fi, like cafe, restaurant, I don't know, any typical free Wi-Fi, it's going to be lower quality than what you'd find in the US. But even if you are paying for your own internet and you're paying for the fastest Wi-Fi that you can get, you're still going to have really slow upload speeds. You have to pay extra on top of like whatever you get to have a fast upload speed. As someone who uploads YouTube videos, it usually takes for like a 10-minute YouTube video around like 20 to 30 minutes for it to upload. That's on like my fast internet back home in the US. Here, if I'm trying to upload about a 10-minute YouTube video, it's gonna take probably between 5.5 to 7 hours to upload. I don't know why their upload speeds are so slow, and I don't know why you have to pay extra for them, but it gets really frustrating. Like literally, if I just wanna attach like a picture to an email, it's gonna take like 20 to 30 seconds for it to load to the email. Where like in the US, like it's gonna happen within like less than 5. And ironically, Australians are like kind of proud of the fact that they invented the internet, is what they say. Like an Australian guy invented the internet. So I don't know why, if you invented the internet, your internet is still so bad. Next one isn't too big of a deal, but it does get a little annoying. And that is, you pretty much always have to pay extra for like any condiments, sauces you want. And it's usually like quite expensive for some sauce. Like you're gonna be paying between like 50 cents and $2 for a little bit of sauce. So yeah, for something that is usually free and included in your meal, that definitely frustrates me about Australia. Now this one is another one that really frustrates me, because this is another thing that I think is just like a kind of like an overstep of the government, and that is that they mandate like it is illegal to ride a bike here without wearing a helmet. Obviously it's smart to wear a helmet, no one's doubting that, but I think
that guy surely has a problem when it comes to safety measures, man, on the road. They gotta watch this guy. They gotta watch him closely. In fact, monitor him, because he doesn't like safetiness at all. That's what I'm seeing.
I should be able to choose whether I wear a helmet or not. Like, I'm an adult. I think most adults should be able to make decisions like that. Additionally, this helmet rule doesn't apply for like skateboarding, like scootering, longboarding, like anything like that. It only applies to bikes. Skateboards are so much more deadly and so much more dangerous than a bike, but you don't need a helmet for them. Like I know more people than I can count on one hand that have gone into a coma or have died from skateboarding, from hitting their head. If you included concussions, I know more people than I could count on two hands that have gotten either a concussion, coma, or died from a skateboard. But a bike, I don't know anyone. Like if you're mountain biking and going on hard trails, you're most likely smart enough to put on a helmet and like you can think for yourself. Or if you're just gonna go for a stroll around your neighborhood, you're probably not gonna put a helmet on, but that's your choice to make. So I don't know, I get a little frustrated by that, but that is just another thing as an American I hate about Australia. I really need to stop using the word hate so much. I don't hate Australia for these things. Like I freaking love Australia. Like why do you think I'm here? These are just some ways that I think Australia can improve. How about that? That's a better way to say it. Yeah. All right, anyways, next one. Tobacco and cigarettes here are so highly taxed, like insanely taxed. It's gonna be like, depending on where you're at, what you're getting, it's gonna be like 2 to 3 times more to get tobacco and cigarettes here than it is back in the US. I don't smoke cigarettes, but if you do.
I was about to say, is he a smoker? Is he a smoker? He says he's not. Or is he selling? Is he trafficking? What is he doing? Why is he complaining about that? Bruh. Guy's not big on health. Guy's not big on safetyness. What is he about, man? We gotta look at this guy closely in Australia.
A pack of cigarettes here costs between 20 and 35 US dollars. Like, just to give you an idea for how expensive it is. This last one. So I was struggling. I only had like 8 things that I hated or disliked about Australia. And I reached out to some Australian friends and I asked them one question. I said, what's something you hate about Australia? And they both responded to me with the exact same thing, and that is the damn flies here. The flies, the bugs, whatever you want to call them, like they are so pesky and annoying here. Like the bugs in general, just kind of like, you know, get in your face, they're annoying. But the flies are aggressive. Like they are, I can't even explain them. Like they just attack you. When you try to hit them off your face, like they just come back, they buzz right around here and you cannot get rid of them. Like, ugh. I wish I could explain the flies here, but they are just a different animal than flies in America. They will not leave you alone. They run into you, they hit you, like they bite you. I forgot that. Yeah, they can, some of the flies here, there's different types of flies. Some of them can bite you and leave you like itching like a mosquito does. Obviously, I've shared the bad about Australia in this video, but Australia is a great, wonderful place. I think in many ways it is much better than America.
I'm a little concerned about this guy. I see that he hasn't uploaded in a few years. I don't know if he's behind bars or something. I don't know what's going on with him, but man, the guy just not big on safetyness at all. He doesn't like the helmets, he doesn't like the speed limits of the cameras, he doesn't like the high taxes on tobacco and alcohol and all that stuff. Something that's very detrimental to a human being. I mean, to each his own. If you like it, you like it, you know. But just the way he's saying it, like he's as if he's so angry. He's not even a smoker. So if it's not a smoker and he's complaining about it, he's selling it. that's my only concern. If I was a Aussie, oi. I definitely hate flies. So if flies are that aggressive over there, man, it's gonna be a problem for me when I'm outdoors, especially inside your house. You can control that to some degree, but when you're outside in the open, flies are just hitting your face and they're coming back. That's gonna be irritating, especially if you're eating, man. On the list that he's talking about there, I think this is the worst. I think this is gonna irritate me the most. Damn flies, man. Come on. I'm just talking about it and I'm already getting disgusted by it. Guys, I got a membership. Join my membership. I got plenty of members only videos, not gonna be on the public domain of YouTube. You wanna see some new stuff, early access? Join me in my membership. If you wanna see that long journal actions I do, hit me up on Dyce Reacts where I do music reactions. This is where I'm gonna be making my exit. So until next time, peace out.